president suddenly leaving Florida and abruptly canceling his comments, all after the SpaceX launch was scrubbed just a few minutes ago because of weather. So far today, the president has said nothing about his back and forth with Twitter.
Are you going to try to shut down Twitter, sir?
The president suddenly silent after a morning rant on Twitter about Twitter. Trump writing, social media platforms totally silence conservative voices. We will strongly regulate or close them down before we can ever allow this to happen. The president then zeroing in on Twitter and promising big action to follow. All of it after the president was again yesterday repeating baseless claims on mail-in ballots.
You're asking for fraud.
But for the first time after he tweeted, there is no way, zero, that mail-in ballots will be anything less than substantially fraudulent, Twitter added this link to get the facts about mail-in ballots. Twitter explaining those tweets contained potentially misleading information and were labeled to provide additional context. Trump, though, was outraged, telling his 80 million followers Twitter is completely stifling free speech. The president and first lady later arriving without masks at Cape Canaveral along with the vice president.
Hi, guys.
At least part of the time, though, Pence was wearing a mask while near these astronauts. Both Pence and Trump are in Florida witnessing the historic SpaceX liftoff.
It is such a great achievement for our country, and our country's number one. Again, NASA's done a fantastic job.
Trump will also speak later at the Kennedy Space Center. Earlier at the White House, the president meeting with New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. Cuomo asking for federal cooperation on several infrastructure projects. The governor and others across the country are also seeking coronavirus financial assistance approved in the House but stalled in the Senate. Majority Leader Mitch McConnell now saying another relief package is likely, but warning it won't be what Democrats want.
It will not be the $3 trillion bill that the House passed the other day. But there's still a likelihood that more will be needed.
Well, Senator McConnell has said over and over again that he is against what he's been calling blue state bailouts. And Florida Senator Rick Scott has voiced similar concerns. Governor Cuomo today, though, pointing out that Kentucky as a state takes more federal money than it puts into the pool, as does Florida. Again, the president abruptly canceling those comments he was going to make down there at Cape Canaveral in Christie and Calvin. He's on his way back here to Washington. If he says anything new at the White House when he returns, we'll get it out to you. For now, though, that's the very latest live from Washington, D.C. Back to you.
Okay, that launch canceling more than just the liftoff. Thanks a lot, Ross.